This episode of 3DMs in a Tale is brought to you by...
Back in the days of old, there was a place where death could not take hold. Among the rattlesnakes and buzzards danced a different form of dread. The undead. This place, mysterious and unkind, had left the order of the natural world behind. Stop me if you've heard this one before. I'm not here to tell your story anymore. You were there, after all, with the vampires, warm bloods, and thralls. Today, you have a grave that you won't use, and a body with life you aren't afraid to lose. You're folk that death cannot add to their tally. Welcome to the horror of Death Valley. Death Valley, a Western horror tabletop role-playing game. Coming to Backer Kit October 2025.
Hello everyone, welcome to 3DMs and a Tale. My name is Aaron, and I'm joined by three lovely individuals tonight here for a round of improvised D&D. If you don't know what 3DMs and a Tale is, it's a D&D styled improv show where we get together a batch of players and experienced dungeon masters, tabletop players, and anyone that's really funny creative, and we run each other pretty much through a story. So how this is going to work is going to be just a simple dice roll to pick who is going to be the storyteller. But before we get too much further, I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves.
My name is Colton, otherwise known as the Warbeard DM. You can find all of my information at thewarbeard.com.
Aaron, Bryant.
Am I next? All right.
Yeah, you can go next.
Hello. My name's Aaron Justin Bryant, a.k.a. Gedwin from Table Knights Entertainment. I haven't said that in a while. Damn. I am currently writing Death Valley, a undead Western game set in the 1850s. And I like playing story games, which is why I'm here.
Thank you, Aaron. And Nick?
Hello. I'm JollySaintClick everywhere that you would want to look for me. I'm on TikTok. I do jokes and sometimes not jokes. The same is true on Blue Sky. I do not jokes and jokes. I've been doing improv, jokes and not jokes, for a very long time. And I'm excited to do jokes and not jokes here as well.
Fantastic. Happy to have you all here. Happy to have certain people returning. Actually, we did have you on at the season finale for season 2, Aaron. I have no idea if you even remember that, actually. Yeah.
I do not.
You were Irish.
As I am all the time.
Alrighty. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and break the game down. Again, this is 3DMs and a Tale. The idea is that we're going to be creating a D&D styled improvised story, but we've stripped everything down. So there's not going to be any character there's not going to be stats, mads, or books. It's going to be pure improv related skill. The dungeon masters, or at least the people experienced enough to run a full storytelling as the storyteller for tonight's story, are myself, Colton, and Aaron Bryant. We have actually picked out a D6. We're going to play, you have to trust me on this one. I'm going to roll, whatever number it lands on, split it in half, round up. That will be who will be the storyteller for this story. From there, the other three people in this show will have to create characters as the storyteller opens up whatever kind of world that we are in. We'll take suggestions as well for setting, genre, theme, or the like, but the storyteller will be bringing us into the world, bringing us into the environment, bringing us into the stakes or anything that might be happening. And the players will have to be creating characters that can play into the situation, complement the party if possible, all that, and a bag of chips. Any other comments and questions before we get started, gentlemen?
No.
Wonderful. Alrighty, I am 1, Colton is 2, and Bryant is 3. I'm really scared about this right now. That is a 6.
Fucking shit! God damn it, every fucking time!
Let's go!
Motherfucking... It's fine.
Caveat, I'm two things. One, there's a little ducky in here for everyone at home. There's a little ducky.
I fucking hate your duck.
And and
Fine,
and the funny thing is that Colton was far more willing to be DM tonight, and I wanted to see Nick and Bryant fight each other. But
Whoa!
but we will let the dice play out. Just while Aaron gets, I'll give Aaron a second to get his head together. It takes a long time for that. What we do for our RNG generator in this show, because looking down at dice or moving cameras and all that silliness is not very good for the show. Everyone should have a deck of cards to allow for their RNG pull. The entire purpose out of everyone will be to draw their card on a skill check to denote if they will have moderate or contested success with it. Standard rates and suits apply. Jokers are included. It's a 54 card deck. So if a Joker is drawn, that is the supreme card, and will be a something fantastical will happen inside of that situation. So that should break down the basic mechanics, the responsibilities. Now myself, Colton, and Nick will need to come up with characters as Mr. Aaron, Justin, Gedwin, Table Knights, Bryant pulls a place, a thing, a narrative, an odd job.
Some kind of noun. Yeah.
Straight out of my ass. Okay. The Kingdom of Walay has been at war for the past 3 months. Prior to this, there has been an unprecedented period of peace, 1,000 years. None of your people, no war. The edges and borders of this country have been ravaged and caused irreparable harm. People are dying by the thousands, and no one wants to fight because they don't know how to. The three of you have been gathered as a council of great sages, wise men or women or whomever gender, and sorcerers, scientists, to devise some sort of solution. As the Grand Council begins, there is a weathered table that has not seen use in the 1,000 years prior. It is covered in thick layers of dust, cobweb, and detritus. Someone comes in, begins wiping it down, prepping the area. Solomon, yours is the first sage to arrive. From where do you hail? Whom do you represent among the people of this kingdom? And why has the council, why does the council have you in its place?
The oldest of the scribes from the edges of the kingdom that has kept his town together. I've been there a long time, so long I've lost my sight. I've been guided here by both memory and kindness of the kingdom. I have been entrusted with the town, but the town is soon to be ransacked and is not safe. So I have come both to the palace for this council, as well as to urge action, and we must find a solution in the archives, in the histories, in something to stop this ravaging of our home.
So, you enter the war room. You take your seat. Following you, Colton. Same set of questions. Who are you? Whom do you represent in the kingdom? And what skills do you have that add to the council?
My name is Joshua. I don't know what I am doing here. As I kind of stumble into the room, like looking around, I was not told that I needed to represent someone, but I guess I represent myself. Where am I?
As a blind old man, I notice his musk as he comes into the room.
In all actuality, the poor workers of the nearest city scrounged together to be able to hire whatever sage they could find, and that was me. But I was so cheap because I obviously have dementia.
Understand. All right. You take your seat at the council table. Smelling disgusting. Do you sit close to the other man in this room who looks in your general direction but doesn't seem to look at you?
Yeah, I would sit right next to him.
Disgusting.
Greetings, friend. My name is Aegon.
Joshua. I take the hand. What are we doing here?
We are having a council to figure out what we can do to stop the war and the progression of the invading forces.
As you are discussing this, Jolly, who are you? Whom do you represent? And what skills do you bring to the council?
Well, I am in dapper dress. My name is Leland Greensboro. I am considered to be the most intelligent man in my province, mostly because I have the most money. People look at my wealth and they say, hey, he must know what he's doing. I am a tax collector. I just do a little bit of extortion, get a little bit of money that way, but they say surely he knows something, and of course, I'm always willing to make some kind of deal, so they pushed me in here, and now I am excited to make friends, business partners with these lovely other scribes. That man smells bad. That's a bad smelling man. All right. Excellent.
As you enter the room, there is a servant that comes into the room and bows to the three of you. And he says, "Great sages, it is a pleasure to be at your service. The king has bid that you have free reign to do as you need to solve the issue. However, he has had some suggestions. We need a standing army, at the very least, until our people can learn to defend themselves. Something at least enough to buy us the time we need. There have been citizens willing to sacrifice their very lives to become weapons of war. I'm sure with all of your combined knowledge, the practice of sorcery is not beyond you. This is a dire and reckless moment in our history. We must do what must be done." And the servant
Here.
bows, and as he walks away, the last thing you see is a tear leaning out of his eye. on his downtrodden face. And you have been left to create a solution. A standing army is needed. How will you make one?
Okay. So, hear me out. Here's what I'm thinking, right? What we do is we tell people, some of who they've already been ravaged, right? Ravaged. We all know the ravaging.
Yes, we
Yes.
know the ravaging.
And it's bad.
Yes.
Okay. So, the thing that people don't like, in addition to ravaging, is having to owe money. There are people who owe money.
Oh,
Right.
it's you, Leland.
Yes, hello.
I've heard of you.
Smartest one in the province, apparently, but what can you do? And I'm not sure I know you. What is your name?
My name is Aegon. I would be surprised if you knew me.
Well,
From my hearings of your province, you've done very well economically and politically, but spiritually, I reckon you have nothing.
oh, that's not true. I've built a golden statue of myself. And people bow to it sometimes. That's what else do you need? Lifts their spirits, gives them something to root for. And you, Stinky Man.
Joshua.
Joshua. That's a strong name, Joshua. I like it.
Why am I here?
I like this one. I like this guy. This is a good person to have.
Joshua, how old are you, Joshua?
I celebrated my 23rd birthday a month ago. He's definitely a lot older than 23.
You look great for your age, Joshua. You look a sight. Doesn't look a day over 22, does he, Aegon?
Fucking blind.
I can't.
Aegon, pull a card to resist psychic damage. No.
The way I see this going, Leland, since you are more or less the master of coin in your province and potentially the kingdom, I would conscript your talents for paying both those willing and those on the fence to join our standing army that we desperately need.
Okay, like that. Is it possible to workshop it? Instead of paying them, can we not have them pay me? What if instead of giving them money of mine, what if I just say the money of yours that is my money, you don't have to give me right now or potentially never? Right?
I see you wrote your
alleviate
tax
the
codes.
debt. You know what I mean? Yes, the tax codes. You've read
No,
my work.
I'm aware of the convoluted masterpiece that is your province and why it is such a food famine of a place.
Look, I'll tell you this. The people in my province barely even notice the ravaging.
But I don't have to see to know how fat you are.
You can't see it under my robes, but it's chunky in there, I promise.
Joshua.
Yes.
Could you please get me an assistant? I haven't noticed if there's an assistant in this room with us. I believe we could check the archives for even basic histories on armies before our millennia of peace?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around and not seeing any assistants around. I'm gonna go start to stand up and think, oh, as I groan, I shouldn't do this to my body. I'm gonna need some help standing and wave over my own little servant who like opens the door and clatters in a skeleton.
Oh, damn.
How successful he is at staying together, I can draw for that.
Go ahead and give me a draw for the skeleton, just a general. Okay, a fucking lich lord waltzes into the goddamn room.
Man,
Master
I thought it would have been really funny if I drew really low and the skeleton walked in and just fell apart.
Nope, the
But-
opposite.
Master Joshua, what is it that you need of me?
Why is it so cold?
A hand up.
And he assists you, and he goes,
Anything for you, good master.
I'll lean on him as we walk to go find one of the assistant servants that was
so
supposed to be helping us.
you leave the room and look for a servant. The one that was in the room earlier is in the hall down away slightly, crying into his hands, just openly sobbing. No.
I was supposed to find you for some reason.
Oh.
I
Great
don't
sage.
know what
Jesus
that
Christ!
was.
What is that?
Do not be alarmed. I serve at the pleasure of his lord, Joshua.
Am I safe? He's asking
Yeah.
you this.
Why wouldn't you be?
Your terrifying power knows no limits, and your mercy is great, Lord Joshua. Thank you. Truly, the king has found the wickedest and wisest men for this. Terrible things must be done to save our kingdom.
Yes, but fear not, you will live, for his lord shall not let you go quietly.
And the servant walks back with you. And this is counsel. What is it that you need of me?
I would request that we review any historical documents on wartime prior to the Great Peace. We need information if we are to conscript, pay, and support an army.
I will bring the relevant documents to you immediately.
Thank you.
He leaves and goes and grabs them. And the lich looks to you, Joshua, and says, do you have a title, Greensboro?
A title? The Greensboro.
Master Greensboro had
That's
an
the
interesting...
Greensboro.
Silence, whelp.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Okay.
Master Greensboro had an interesting point, my lord Joshua. If we conscript all those who are in debt, it would leave many of our people in peace, while giving us meat for the grinder.
I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't believe I've met you yet.
I am Magus Edimus Arantius of the second house of Reindal, deep in the south.
That's oh. I'm kind of overwhelmed by the sort of sheer presence of this Lich King on very frail bones.
Also, I just want to say real quick, Colton, fuck you, man. I didn't want to put effort into this. You're a dick. You should have just pulled the funny card, asshole.
I tried.
Look, I'll say this, right? Not to interrupt you. What did you Magus? One more time, please.
Fuck, I can't remember what the fuck I said. Fuck you.
Mr. Boneman,
God. Okay, we can use that, but you are saying the full title every time you say
yes.
Mr.
I
Bowman,
want to
right?
say,
We're just shorthanding it.
I want to be respectful because I'm a schmoozer. Yes, Mr. Boneman. Listen, Aegon, Joshua, I think we listen to Mr. Boneman, and that's not just because he essentially just reiterated my idea that I like a whole lot back to me. It feels good with my soul, and also I am afraid to tell him no.
Your idea is an abomination against the soul.
There's a skeleton god! What abominations against
And
the soul?
I sense Mr. Bones.
Question, Aegon, you are a renowned sage, right? Like you are actually like a well-known
Probably
scribe.
subtly I would say I'm a renowned sage in my district, but also across because I have been around so long. Leland's too much of a greedy, dumb fuckhead to be aware of my existence.
No, I'm asking for Mr. Bonington, which I know his name is Magus Eddington something
Magus
or other.
Eddington.
Amarantis?
Amarantis. Yeah.
Eddington Amarantis of the house of the second house of Reindal. Holy shit, did I remember it? Hold on, wait. Magus.
If it's okay for the producers, if it's actually being streamed on the private onto the YouTube channel for backup, you can go back and look for that and put that in our chat.
Magus,
please and thank you to the
Eddington
producers.
Amarantel of the second
on the YouTube side
of Reindal. Okay, there we go. Woo! I can't believe I hacked myself there. Excellent.
Mags.
Magus.
Mags.
No,
Mags?
we're not doing Mags. Not again.
You wrote Mags.
Yeah, that's because I have giant fingers and sometimes they don't hit the keys properly. All right. So, Magus Eddington turns to you, Aegon, and he goes,
Abominable, yes, but these are trying times, and these debtors, they would not be missed. They would be heroes. We would have meat to turn to war machines. My lord could have me turn them into an army.
That I might not have to try to read with a young scribe today.
It is at this point that 5 servants come in, each holding 2 stacks of books, about 10 books tall each. It's kind of amazing that they're doing this. They're fucking really professional.
Or
So that is
shit right now, yeah.
Yeah, that's about 50 books that they just plop. Wait, no, that's 100 books actually, if my math's not incorrect. Listen, I can't count. I'm fooling everyone here. And no one. So they put all the books on the table. And they look to you, Aegon, and the other servants are all looking at Magus, Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal. Fuck you. I hope that's it. If it's not, I'm gonna feel like a fucking jackass. Anyways, and the head servant says to you, "This is every document we have of time before the Great Peace. They were forbidden texts, but the king has given leave to give you everything that you require."
Now, I'm going to ask and let you all be prepared to expect no retribution for speaking honestly here. Who has secretly been reading these texts? Because we cannot go through all of this in the time that we have.
Magus Eddington just raises his bony hand.
I'm blind, so I don't even know this actually.
I
He goes,
admit that I studied a little bit on early extortion of the kingdom, okay? I dabbled. So what? I'm allowed to read books, okay? I'm more than just a pretty face and a bunch of money.
I doubt that.
But I do have a pretty face, yes?
The servants, or the head servant says, "I do not know, and if I had known, I would most likely have died. But I'm sure that you have time enough to research, but you will need to make a decision soon. The king expects progress within the next 3 days."
Make progress before the end of tomorrow, or my province will be ravaged.
And it is at that point that the servants leave. Are you all going to start poring over the books?
I would request that one of these scribes stay to read for me.
Oh, that's right. God, I keep forgetting. Yeah, well, one of them will stay for you. Everybody, give me a poll.
Let me split this and.
Damn. God damn. Fuck. Jesus. Shuffle your decks a little, guys. Somebody fail.
I just split it.
I'll shuffle
right.
again.
So, not you. Fuck you. There's a 2 that was just at the top, motherfucker. So over the course of the next couple of hours, essentially, there was a standing army of, God, I cannot remember the name of the kingdom now either. God, Swiss cheese brain.
Wale, I think?
Wale, yes. Thank you.
Wale, yeah. Like 1/3 of the people who sing the song, oh God, I can't remember the song now. Ignore this.
Turned up.
Which, by the way, if I ever do this again, somebody needs to be a note taker for every time I make a fact, because I will forget it. God damn it. So in the Kingdom of Lay, there was a standing army, but there has not been a standing army for 1,000 years. It would take you months to train people to fight. There is references to places of power within Willet where in deep times of strife, people were sacrificed to create horrific beings And those were used for war.
It would appear that we need to seek extreme measures.
Called it.
Magus or Joshua, I'm not sure.
Address my lord if you wish to speak to me.
That is fair. Joshua,
Yes.
what services could your Magus provide in our kingdom's dire time of need?
I'll turn to the Magus. You're a Magus? Oh,
Yes, my lord.
he has definitely told me that before. I didn't know I had such a powerful servant.
I do not know why you let these fools speak to you with such insolence, though. You are far more powerful than I.
What power do you have, Joshua?
I don't know what he speaks of. I thought all the power came from him.
Oh,
Can I offer a suggestion then?
no.
Because the last time we saw you do something very powerful, right? You just kind of said, watch this, and then said something, and then Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house of Reindal showed up.
The whole name every time!
Yes, of course. Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house of Reindal. So, I want to just posit, just say something happens. Because the last time you did that, a cool thing happened. So maybe you're a manifester. Is that a magic thing? I don't know. I don't know if a manifester is that a job.
Now, absolutely.
Yes. So start manifesting.
I have a chicken sandwich.
Pull a card. You have in your pocket a chicken sandwich. It smells pretty good, but it's not the best chicken sandwich you've ever had.
Like Wendy's.
I eat it anyways.
What has happened, Leland?
I think he's a manifester. I think he manifests. I look. And I know that we can do all sorts of fun magic, right? But think about all of the extortable people we'd be sacrificing. We should just put Joshua on the front lines and just have him say that things happen.
How dare you offer our Lord!
Look, my apologies, Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house of Reindal.
Silence yourself before his eminence, and if you ever deign to speak to my lord ever again, I will remove your pitiful, succulent tongue and eat of its flesh.
Succulent? Sorry.
I'll just pat Magus on the arm. And I'll turn to Leland. Did you make this sandwich? It was quite delicious.
I do not have the power to make such a sandwich.
Is that Leland that?
Eminence.
Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house of Reindal, am I allowed to tell Joshua that you didn't make the sandwich and that he made the sandwich? You said I can't talk. I'm asking permission. I don't want to die.
You know what? Pull a card. God, you're so lucky. You're so lucky.
I was about to die, baby.
That's a queen.
He turns to you, Joshua, and he goes, "My lord, this simpleton wishes to address you. I would not deem that such sound waves curse your ears with their disgusting putrescence. But this is a matter of great import, and your kingdom, your kingdom to be is in danger and needs you. Perhaps this
I'll put the chicken.
sow has some intelligent statement."
Joshua, you made that chicken sandwich pop out of nowhere.
There's another t-shirt. Joshua, you made that chicken sandwich appear out of nowhere.
Wait, Joshua manifest. I hate that we're using this phrase. Manifested a chicken sandwich. Is that what's happened here, Leland? And please don't anger that being again.
Well, I think if I talk to you, Aegon, everything will be okay. But you heard what he said, and I know that you couldn't say
I don't know about that. I like my tongue.
Aegon, you are a respected member of this kingdom. You are someone whose skills I value. Commerce is merely a means to an end. Knowledge is noble.
Thank
So
you.
saith the Lord
Thank-
Joshua.
Thank you, Joshua and Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house
Reindal.
of Reindal.
Yes, praise
have
be to
not
Joshua.
seen- I have not seen such power or beings in all my life, but maybe you have come at our most desperate hour. What more can you do, Joshua? Because a chicken sandwich isn't enough to save our families.
Fuck.
Ooh,
I think I can juggle.
Pull a card.
That's a 2. Definitely cannot juggle.
Well, give Joshua
Immediately, a brick falls from the ceiling and knocks you unconscious. The Magus crumbles into nothing.
What happened?
no.
What happened?
No.
Leland, what happened?
Ah! Right, you can't fucking see. Okay. Okay, Aegon. So, as you just learned, Joshua's a hell of a manifester. He's very, very good. He manifested juggling in the form of a brick directly to the temple of his head.
He alive?
Oh.
The servant that was reading to you goes over and checks for a pulse. I think so.
Here's my issue: is that everyone is so
Where
old
is he?
here.
Bring
I
me-
don't.
Where is he? I can check for a
He
pulse.
leads you over to him. He's alive, but he's got severe brain damage. More so than he probably had.
Is he bleeding? I check and he's bleeding like on the side of his head.
Oh,
And I can check
yeah,
it.
there's just goop all everywhere.
I go to my assistant. Bring the medicine cabinet, please. I will need bandages and a lot of alcohol.
He's unconscious, sir. It's for me.
I need it to sterilize the wound, and I'm thirsty. Please.
They rush and get you supplies. Give me a check.
6.
Okay, so you stabilize him, but you know he's not going to be awake until the morning.
Yep.
I,
Oh.
with a little bit more strength than you'd expect, kind of pick him and sit him against the wall so he is kind of upright and the blood is at least not going all to his head, so it helps a little bit. And he's not just splayed out on the floor. I kind of trace my hands in a sweeping motion until I brush the brick and pick it up and start inspecting it. And realizing... Go ahead.
The second you touch it, it crumbles to bits. The brick is no longer there.
Is there dust there at all, or is there any residue left over?
Nope.
Ooh, hold on. Or is there any remnants
What?
of the chicken sandwich, or is that gone too?
That is also gone.
What was... Leland, I just felt something right here. What was that?
It's a dust brick, Aegon. You touched a brick, it fell into dust. I don't know if you saw, I know you didn't see, but also, like, the most magical thing I've ever seen in my life, the big skeleton who isn't here anymore, so I'm gonna call him Skellybones.
Be very
Deep in your
careful.
soul, there is a quaking. No.
I sit myself back down. Be very careful what you say. Words on the wind find creatures like that. It would
Take your word for
appear...
it, Aegon.
I hope
Listen.
you listen to someone one of these days, Leland.
I'm trying to
You
listen.
are a very astute young man, but your ambition has always taken you far away from good service to this kingdom. We have a conundrum for what Joshua can do for us. For if he can manifest that which he speaks, he can summon us an all-powerful being or even an army. But if it has the fortitude of the chicken sandwich or the brick, it will not do against the invasion. It needs... His power needs more substance.
I think I understand what you're trying to say, Aegon. You're saying that we need to protect Joshua at all costs. We need to load him in armor, get him as protected as possible so that no damage can come to him. That's what makes the manifestations disappear. You're a genius, Aegon. I like it. I want to start just grabbing armor and trying to put it on Joshua.
I
if I
agree.
can find it.
I agree with half of that. At least
Gotta
the getting
protect
him
him.
protected part. Just don't cover his head. I
I'm
hear...
not gonna touch his head. I'm not
I
gonna
hear
touch his
Leland
head.
like scuttling around, like finding one of this. He's found one of the like standing coats of armors. It's just like a decorative piece. He's like crashed it and just started bringing things over, trying to put it together on Joshua.
Among the kerfuffle and the confusion, you realize you're not going to get much more done this evening. And I assume, Aegon, you're going to have someone go to your chambers with books to continue to read to you.
Yeah, so we can sort of wrap for the night. Above the table point out, Bryant, we just roll through and we'll let the editor figure out the midpoint for the cut. I think that's what you're doing right now. So just we can roll through into the next day and such like that. Yeah.
That wasn't what I was doing.
Oh. Cut all this. Not the chicken sandwich bits, but this.
Joshua, you awaken in the morning, knowing that you have a clear idea of what you're supposed to be doing here. The conch to the head brought some level of clarity to you. However, you're not sure if you can do what you were doing yesterday. You definitely can try again, but you think if there's a couple of more bad manifestations, something life ending might occur. But you know that you're here to essentially make an army for the king so that the people can have long enough time to train to actually survive the oncoming war. Now, as the morning progresses, the council is regathered into the chamber, and the servant looks upon you and says, "What do I report to the king?"
Oh,
You can report that we have studied thoroughly the banned texts of the war history of our nation, and it is clear that the invasion is a rebellion against the genocide that this kingdom was built on. And I, in good conscience, do not find our quest of service, seeing as this entire piece that built us is on a lie. The king can eat my whole ass.
I don't understand the majority of what you said. I'll be honest.
I take one of the books and chuck it at him.
You hit the wall to the left of him.
I will die here in peace, knowing that I did not perpetuate the atrocities that won our beloved king this country.
I mean, definitely wasn't him. That was like 1,000 years ago. That's maybe his great grandfather.
wow.
I'm all for not committing atrocities against the people,
What
but
I've found in my readings through the night is just how horrible and how many horrible things had to be done and were done. And I am having a very hard time coming to peace with this knowledge.
understandable. Anything else? Because I don't want my
Oh,
head cut.
yes. Joshua has magic powers. He can probably quell this rebellion with a thought. We just need to get him to focus long enough to speak our victory into existence, which sounds far easier than I believe it will be, especially if Magus, Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal comes back. He's a dutiful knight to his lord, but he's kind of a dick.
I want to also
As most
say that
knights are, good sir.
Joshua was hit on the head with a brick very hard, so I don't know exactly what his capacities might be today. It seems like the more far-fetched a thing, the better he is at it. So we just have to make sure that if he's like, call forth a skeleton, that's fine. But if it's like, walk across the street without worrying about any vehicles, like a carriage, that's right out and he will die.
A meteor will hit the planet and kill our kingdom? Is that what you're saying?
We need to make sure that Joshua doesn't make the mistake of thinking too small. Only the grandest of manifestations for Joshua. I've seen what happens when he goes too small. We can't risk it.
I will report this to my king. About 5 minutes later,
And personally, I think you can leave out the part about eating out the king's entire ass or whatever he said, okay?
I meant
personally,
what I said, Leland.
How can you hear so well?
My eyes don't work.
God, you're like a bat.
So the servant goes, and you guys have your breakfast. And about 5 minutes into it, you go, "My king, no! I'm simply."
You killed us all, you bitch.
Wait, did I get poisoned or?
No,
Oh.
you heard this guy being executed out in the hall for bringing bad news. He shot the messenger.
Okay.
As we're eating, I'm just gonna, in a very rare moment of clarity for Joshua, say, yes, I can manifest. It comes at a cost, though. And the greater the scale I try, the greater the scale of failure.
It's just a big coin to flip then, isn't it?
Yes.
Can't you just not make a mistake? Can't you just look where I come from? Any time that I make a mistake, I just hand people a couple of dollar bills or coins or whatever the currency is. In
Whatever
the
our
Kingdom of
currency
Wale.
is.
Yes, pigeon feet. Who gives a shit? But
God damn, Jolly, you're
Leland.
making a lot of shirts. I fucking hate you. I'm jealous.
sorry.
Leland, you cannot negotiate or barter with the old magic or any magic. It
Then let me
exists.
try.
You can. It might cost you more than you bargained for.
What? You know what?
It
I can take a bet, right? I can take a bet. Okay, Joshua, let me buy a magic off of you. Can you give me a magic? If I give you pigeon feet, will you give me a magic?
I turn to Leland and I just say, I have magic?
Yes, you have magic. You summoned essentially the devil. You.
Now, I wonder if Joshua saying I have magic qualifies for his.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Go ahead.
draw.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Fine.
Go. Oh.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna draw. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
You have magic. Feel the magic in your bones.
Repeat.
You feel the magic in your bones.
Oh, that hurts. I feel it in my bones.
Be feeling it in my bones, Joshua. You were supposed to give me the magic for pigeon feet. We just discussed this.
Joshua, do you want to give him the magic?
I don't want this. You can have it.
Both of you give me a pull. Oh.
Ace.
Hold on.
Read that actually. I think you said.
I have
The
to
seven-
brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ace on Colton,
So-
7 on Nick.
Leland, you feel your bones scrabbling inside of you, trying to break free from the flesh prison that contains them.
I hear. It sounds like I hear him scream, but I also hear popcorn. I hear the
Yes.
popping of popcorn.
Didn't have arthritis a little bit ago. God, is this what it felt like? You didn't tell me that it felt like this.
More than you bargained for, Leland. I tried to warn you.
Oh, my knees are going ostrich side. I don't like this anymore, Joshua.
I miss my zoo.
Okay, look. Let's make the best out of a bad, horrible, tremendously painful situation. I have the magic. It is in my bones. I just have to get the magic out. When the king comes in, I will bone magic the king away. I got this, okay? I have the cognitive functions that Joshua lacks. I got this, okay?
The door opens and the king says, "You'll fucking what now?"
Your Highness, we are running some tests on the magical manifesting abilities of Joshua. Presently,
I asked for the kingdom's wisest counsel, and this is the best I'm given. Aegon, I'm not talking about you. You're good.
thank God. Okay.
I'll go to shake the king's hand. Joshua.
I am trying real hard not to be a stupid little silly bitch and read that as a manifestation of the king being Josh.
You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Pull it.
It's funny. 5.
The king starts seizing up and he looks like a Timu version of you. And he goes, "Why do my bones hurt? Why am I confused? Why am I here?" Other servants
Wait.
look.
Joshua, what have you?
Hold on,
what have
hold on,
you
wait.
done?
Hold on. Leland was gonna say a thing.
Speaking of bones hurt, King, I have a message for you, because I summon Magus, Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal to do my bidding from my bones.
That was a very specific thing that you just said. Go ahead and pull. Ah!
Oh no!
That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a critical fail. That's
Okay. Well, it looks like this session's going to be a little shorter than everybody thought, guys. So, you know what? I'm going to give the honor of being Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house of Reindal to you as he breaks through your bones, Leland Greensboro, and you are no more as Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house of Reindal is summoned from your bones. As was stated.
Oh,
what was
no.
the voice? What was the voice he had? Can I get the voice one more time?
My lord,
My
Joshua.
lord, Joshua, long time no see. How
I'm
can I help
Joshua.
you?
The king says. You know what?
Well,
he just
now.
hold on. He becomes a little more like you.
Joshua, have you manifested a clone of yourself?
Oh my! Who needs a chamber pot in here?
I feel like Aegon's like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking jump off the tower. It's fucking better than this shit.
Because I am still trying to track what's going on in here as a button. So many sounds.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right, you're fucking blind! Oh my god, you just heard someone shit a bone man out of their mouth. Well, you heard the voice of Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house of Reindal.
Oh, he's back. Also, why does it smell like shit in here? Why does it smell like fresh corpse?
Master Joshua.
Moneyman died.
Wait, did King Joshua just say that?
Yep.
Wait, Leland's dead?
Yes, Leland is about as dead as a thing could possibly be.
And Joshua
And
has brought you back, Magus?
Even better.
No.
The mistakes of Leland Greensboro is what conjured me back to my true lord, Joshua. And Joshua, do I owe my allegiance to second Joshua? Or am I still subservient to you, my lord?
I'm gonna look over at the new Joshua. So your name's Joshua. Nice to
I'm
meet
Joshua. He shakes your hand. He dies.
you.
Dies from
I
like
guess.
stupidity? Like,
He drew too low in the presence of other Joshua. Your power is
can't be more than
reabsorbed.
one.
It's like Highlander, except not. Much more confusing.
I feel like there's a metaphor.
Joshua,
of-
you're the king now.
I pick up the crown
Hey.
and I place it. Well, I let it levitate slowly onto the head of Joshua.
I mean, Magus, Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal did say earlier that it was my kingdom to be.
It
You
is
know,
finally yours, master.
Hold on. I feel like, of all people, you, Joshua, would get the honor of calling Magus, Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal Magus Eddie. Anyone else who tries that
Call
dies.
me whatever you want, master.
Magus Eddie, is that you?
Yes, of course it is. I would never leave you alone for too long, Joshua. My bony heart could never take it.
And what is this hat that I am wearing now?
Ah, that is the symbol of your new rise to the throne, Joshua. You are the new king of Wale.
So the rebellion has won.
Oh, sorry. Please allow me to reiterate. That is still all happening outside in a few days.
Okay, I am understandably incredibly confused right now. Why is I thought I heard another body collapse.
Yes, the false king has met his demise in my mighty presence and in the presence of course, Master Joshua.
Joshua, you killed the king?
No, I think Joshua did that.
Very well worded. If you had just said no, I would have had you draw a card.
I wave for it's I
Wait for
Popper.
a servant.
That's crazy.
One of the
Remember
servants
what-
comes over to you and goes, I don't know what the fuck is happening. I have been shitting my pants for the past 2 minutes.
I can smell it from here, young one. Do you recall what I had you fetch last night
The
for
forbidden book?
Joshua's? No, after that.
The porn?
The drink.
Oh, yes.
I can't even look at stuff like that. Why would you even
Well,
remind?
I thought it was kind of weird that you asked me for it.
I asked it for
I'm
you.
trying to find Braille.
We need drinks. It's been a long day. And we still have to figure out what is going to happen with this rebellion.
So they come back with 3 glasses, and one of them looks at you and goes, do you partake? Magus, Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal. They're looking at you.
Oh, that is up to my master. Joshua, do I get to partake this evening, or would you like my glass for yourself?
No, no, that is not who needs the drink, young one. We need these
If
two.
Joshua wishes to drink,
Oh, God.
Joshua can drink the cellar in this kingdom and the next.
Oh no.
I'll
A
just
tumbler
respond.
is poured for Joshua.
It is yours.
Thank you, my lord.
What? Oh.
Was that in response to what I put in the chat? Because I'll just say it.
Yeah, the laugh was yeah. Just say it.
Magus Eddie, the riotous Dias Lich. All right. So Joshua, you take a drink, yes?
Yeah.
Pull.
Oh God.
Queen.
Okay. You handle it fairly well. You actually feel a little more like clear-headed as the contours of your mind unwind. You remember almost fleetingly, but not quite solidly, that sobriety makes life very difficult for you. Because your mind is so powerful it contorts itself into horrifying vistas of reality creation as you see that you have once again summoned an unholy abomination that is capable of aeons worth of power through the mere utterance of words. Aegon, do you get blasted?
I take the picture.
1738 do. All right.
I take the picture and set it aside, for it feels that it is on me to figure out how to maneuver this duo of infinite power to save the kingdom.
At
Like
this point-
I almost sipped the picture and then I realized, oh shit, it is on me.
Oh fuck, I have to be the dad. To the all-powerful toddler. Magus Eddington Amarantel of the second house of
Play with
Reindal.
us. Sorry.
Every
Turn me
time
power.
you drink, it falls straight down to the ground through your bones.
Alcohol goes right through me.
And you
Same.
remember, Joshua, that people are dying horribly. You were here. You were brought here because your people knew of your power, but not how to explain it.
You made a lot of chicken sandwiches in your neighborhood.
Yes. You were better than the local Colonel fried chicken, which is fucking what am I trying to say?
Well, remember,
Fuck.
it was only a 7, so it was a decent sandwich. I don't think it was quite
Right.
Colonel level. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. It was gas
Plus,
station.
they all
like a Buc-ee's.
Plus, they all disappeared as soon as I got knocked unconscious. So that meant
God.
a lot of people suddenly starved to death.
Oh no! All the nutrients you generated instantly
Every time you go to
evaporated.
bed, they're like,
Someone just loses a bicep out of nowhere, like.
So, Aegon, how do you direct this horrifying font of power?
Joshua, may I direct Magus Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal, in a specific action to help our kingdom?
Sure, you can direct Magus Eddie.
Pull a card.
Which one of us?
You're the one who has
Me?
to pull
You
the
made a
magic.
declarative. Oh! Magus, I'm
True.
gonna let you decide what that means. Aegon, you were given permission.
Okay, shit. Oh, damn it. A 2 is bad.
Which you don't have to figure it out now. We can figure out what happens after Aegon directs you.
Thank you,
Okay, Aegon.
King.
I give you permission. You may
Joshua.
direct me in any way you choose, but I must warn you. The last person who tried to direct me, who was not Joshua, ended up becoming inside out when I climbed out of their skin.
And I thank you for your service to his province. The release of his estate should do well for his people. I would ask you, Magus, Eddington, Amarantel, the second house of Reindal, do you like killing people?
Do I like killing people? I do what I am commanded to do. My feelings, my thoughts are secondary to the main objective, which is, of course, the heart and the mind and the soul and the flabby body of wonderful King Joshua. Right? I have not thought about my emotions. I haven't even thought of doing anything of my own accord. Your question, not to be too insulting, because Joshua does seem to like you, is a worthless one. If you have a command to make, I will ask you one more time. Make your command. I don't want to sit here and have a conversation.
I'm gonna interject something and just say,
Yes.
oh, so the king's name is Joshua too? Well, my name is also Joshua.
That doesn't change anything. So I'm not going to ask for a poll. Because that's just a declarative statement.
We all held our breath there for a second.
Yeah, no, I was looking for it. I'm like, with what we've done, with the system we've created, I have to very deeply analyze what's being said.
This is the Monkey's Paw episode. That's all this is. Like,
yeah, no, which is not what I was intending, by the way. But here the fuck we are. That's 3 dams and a tail.
The Joker on a skeleton waltz that's what happens.
Yeah.
Magus,
Aegon,
Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal. Defend King Joshua's kingdom and squash the rebellion.
Your wish is my command. And then suddenly, on both sides of this fight, everybody on the front lines, everyone who is planning, anyone with the thought of war in their minds on either end, falls into dust and evaporates. The people in our kingdoms who are wanting to enlist, they are gone. Anyone who is willing to fight is gone.
Magus Eddington, as you do this, Aegon crumbles to dust. And you look at Lord Joshua as particulates float gently away. His mind was just clear enough to be thinking about war. What are your final words as you both turn to dust?
Mr.
Did
Stark.
I make you?
What?
Magus, Eddington, Amarantel, the second house of Reindal. I don't feel so good.
Feels so good.
That's Josh. That was Joshua's final words, right?
Yep.
Magus, what do you got to say for yourself?
Joshua, everything I did for you. And I hope that whatever plane of existence we do or don't end up on, I hope our dust can intertwine again in the great infinite. I love you, Joshua. May we exist forever in perpetuity.
And the dust carries you away. The camera pans over the kingdom of Walay, as it is mostly safe now, but hundreds of thousands have died. Just turned to dust. No one understands what happened to the kings or the Council of Sages. In the corner of the council chamber, the servant goes, "What the fuck?" And
That will be.
Yep.
God. Oh God, there's not even a name for this coming to mind right now for this episode. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is.
I think the name of the episode should be Magus, Eddie, and the Glorious Chicken Sandwich.
Throw that. You know what? Message me. Throw that in the chat, and we will be able to pull that out later. Y'all realize we just pulled off, like, not exactly, but we just pulled off, oh, what was that? What was that, that Quentin Tarantino movie? The one with the bank robbery. The brain robbing one that's all in one
Reservoir
room.
Dogs?
Yeah, Reservoir. We just pulled off like a Reservoir. We did, because this entire story just happened in one room. I was scared it was gonna be like boring politics, and then the Joker shows up.
All right, so
Okay.
if I can, my original thought process for this was having you guys go through the horrors of turning people into monsters to save people. And then I have a skeleton plus Joker, and suddenly the main character was made. Because Magus, Eddington, Amarantel of the second house of Reindal was the fucking main character.
It's like a lich.
and legitimately, when Juggle came up and a 2 was in, I'm like, all right, I can try and pull this back on track. Let me just throw a brick at this motherfucker's head, and I'll just wipe everything. Because of the whole manifestation thing. And I did it. But then you found a way to bring him back. Which I loved, because it killed your character at the same time and was awesome and gave me a way to take the responsibility of myself away from being that character, even though I genuinely didn't like being Magus. I hope you enjoyed being Magus.
Oh, Magus is fun. Magus is he's a cutie pie. I like him.
Magus is the world's greatest hype man.
Okay.
He just loves Joshua.
Clearly. Alrighty. Thank you all for this. This has been a wonderful rendition, a wonderful story for 3 DMs and a tale. Let's go and get our outros and our plugs in again. I'm Aaron Church Solomon, your host, founder, and the local old guy who couldn't come up with a better old man, wise, blind guy named than Aegon, like from Game of Thrones. But we play. It honestly is. I was visualizing and trying to channel that the whole time. Go ahead, pass off.
Colton, otherwise known as the Warbeard DM. I was playing Joshua, the dementia-riddled powerhouse of a mage. And you can find my socials and stuff on thewarbearddm.com. I realized I messed up my website earlier. So
I'm Aaron Justin Bryant, aka Gedwin from Table Knights Entertainment, and I am making Death Valley, which comes out October 14th on Backer Kit. Make sure to save the date and back it because I do real good stuff.
And I am JollySaintClick, content creator on TikTok. I'm also on Blue Sky. And if you're ever in the Atlanta area, maybe you can come see me do improv. I do that as well. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Love you.
I would
Fantastic.
take
Thank you.
a date.
Y'all can like meet in Gainesville. Is that the halfway point? Anyway, yeah, because yeah. Alrighty. Anyway, thank you three for being here. Thank you for your fantastic services in this one of the most ridiculous stories that has actually happened inside of the catalog. And we will catch you all at the next story. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Track these guys down, follow them. Colton, do you still do DMing sessions at the We Geek Together Tavern?
yes, I do.
Utah? Awesome. So if you guys actually would like to have Colton do a full DMing session for you and your friends, and you happen to be in the Salt Lake area, he provides that as well. And with that sign off, thank you all. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
This episode of 3DMs in a Tale is brought to you by...
In Death Valley, a horror western TTRPG, character creation is laid out in 7 easy steps. So grab your character sheet, set your strength, agility, wits, and empathy scores to 2, and let's get started. Step 1, determine your former life. This choice will give context to your undead, as well as some bonus stats and starting items. Don't forget to answer your pre-mortem questions now. Step 2, determine your wrongful death. How did you die, and what did your death mean to your character? How did death fail to find you in your last moments? Step 3, choose your undead form. There are lots of undead forms, so what did you wake up as? Are you a revenant obsessed with revenge? A hellhound bent on revolution? Or a vampire who uses social manipulation to come out on top? Your form will give you undead abilities, banes, and 1 key attribute. Then, answer post-mortem questions. Step 4, determine your stats. This step will have you point buying the rest of your stats, as well as figuring out your max life force and resolve. Step 5, pick a role for your gear. You've been undead for a little while, so it is safe to say that you might have some weird stuff on you. Step 6 is where you decide more personal details, like your name and pronouns. You may not share the name you had when you were alive, because dying could have made you a whole other person. Step 7, work together with your group to figure out your bonds and burdens. You may roll on the provided table for your connections, or work with other players to create your own. Bonds and burdens give depth to each character's story, as they are inevitably connected by more than just meeting at a bar. With all these steps completed, you should have a character that's ready and raring to go, and a story with connections that are deeper than the Grand Canyon. Can't wait to see you out in the valley.
Death Valley, a Western horror tabletop role-playing game. Coming to Backer Kit October 2025.